What's going on, YouTube? Well, the man also known as Jay, lacing you guys up with another video and, of course, another topic. I'm gonna do a little something different this time, you know what I'm saying? But this video is gonna be, a little bit more uh, sexually suggestive in nature. Not that I'm gonna be using obscenities or vulgarity or anything like that, because I try to keep my videos as clean as possible, but the subject matter is, a little bit more on, for mature audiences. What I'm saying, just want to put this little disclaimer up in there right quick. I want to talk a little bit about a little bit about the adult industry, but I'm gonna talk about various things, array of things, in this video series. I'm not sure how many parts I'm gonna do yet. It depends on what I'm gonna be talking about and the length of time of the video. So I'll figure all that out and factor all that in, during the course of me recording these videos or whatnot. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna talk about strippers or dancers, exotic dancers, or whatever how you want to put it. So therefore, the name of this video is going to be called "Definition of a Dancer." You all pretty much know what strippers are. Women that take off their clothes for financial gain, in essence to get money. We're gonna kind of cover some things from my perspective and my observation. I've been doing strip clubs or gentlemen's clubs for about 16 years now. I started going when I was in my 20s, and I had pretty much good experiences, most of the time, in my experience of going to gentlemen's clubs or strip clubs, whatever how you want to put it. But anyway, I really want to cover some things, what goes on inside the clubs. Some of you guys may know about this and some of you may not. And I want to touch up on different things. I want to talk about prostitution. I want to talk about, the different types of clubs. And, I also want to give you guys some advice in doing this video also. So let's get right into it. From what I can see and what I've gathered, going to gentlemen's clubs, the reasons why women dance. Now, this is like from my perspective. You might add or take away from this too. But anyway, from what I can see, a woman, they might have a little issue back then within their childhood, and not having a father figure in their lives, and they seek attention. And some women are just exhibitionists also. They're not afraid to show their bodies off, and and of course the main reason women are doing this because for the money. They say that you often hear times that women resort to dancing is to put themselves through school, college. They might be having a rough time trying to make ends meet, and they resort to stripping or dancing. Sometimes they hear about it from a friend or relative that's been doing the same thing or anything like that, and they'll tell her, oh girl, you should start dancing. I make X amount of money dancing, you know what I'm saying? And then they start trying and they get into it, and they start liking it, like the fast money and the fast lifestyle, and they get into it, because it's really profitable. So all you gotta do is basically, dance. You don't have to be no really extraordinary dancer, to an extent, just know how to move your body. And some women, they learn to pick up the tricks, as the course of the time. They might just be starting out, and then the next thing you know, they get with somebody that start teaching them, the pole tricks, and how to move their body, and also incorporates like a little acrobatics or gymnastics. Sometimes you might see dancers, they might do little flips and stuff like that, or somersaults, and really get the man's attention. But it's not really too hard to do per se. You just have to know how to move to the music. Some women don't know how to move to the music too. You got to attract the customers or the patrons' attention in order to get them to tip you. Some guys just, they'll tip the dancer because they like what they see. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always, all looks, per se. It's about the way you move too. And some women, they don't really know how to move that well. But going back to the looks again, sometimes looks, get them by. It all depends on, what a particular gentleman is feeling at that time too. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing from what I can see from my observation and me going to the clubs, I don't spend too much money up in there either. First and foremost, I don't spend too much money. But back in the day, I had a little bit more money to spend. I can't do that now. I'm not really as financially stable like I was back then. You know what I'm saying? Things have changed in the last couple of years. But anyway, even back then, I wasn't really like shelling out tons of money, trying to impress these women. You know what I'm saying? But you go there and you tip. I tip basic on how a dancer acts. And particularly, when I go in the club, I like to be, I like a dancer to come make me feel welcome. That hospitality type of thing. You go in the club and you sit down at your table or whatever, and the dancer, she might come over and approach you, and some of them will sit down with you and they'll talk to you, and some of them, they'll pass by your area and they'll basically ask you, would you like a dance, like a table dance or lap dance, or whatever like that. And usually those women, they will get declined instantly, because I like somebody to come and just sit down, talk to me, hold a little conversation, find out how my day is going, try to get to know me just a little bit, what I'm saying, before you come screaming about can I dance for you or something like that. What I'm saying? I don't like that. I like somebody to really make me feel at home, that the hospitality type of thing. And a lot of dancers don't know that. They think that it's not always looks all the time. It's seduction. You got to get somebody interested in you, unless you just get some, they might run into guys that's generous and really don't care or whatever. But in the way I do it, coming from my perspective, what I'm saying, and some of you guys may relate to that. A woman, you go in the club and you want to feel like you what I'm saying, like you wanted her more or less. Somebody come sit down, hold a conversation with you, and you know, share a few laughs, and some guys go in there for just conversation, somebody to talk to. They get off from work, and sometimes they don't want to go, at home right then and there, so they'll just go and go into a gentleman's club, and just chilling, just up in there chilling, and just need that companionship, even for that duration. But yeah, a lot of these dancers think that it's just looks all the time. It's not looks, it's seduction. You gotta make that patron feel comfortable, and then you start talking about or proposing lap dances and stuff like that. Some of them, the dancers just want to just hurry up and get it over with, so they can make that money, but they don't really want to put that effort into it, and I don't know, I could really speak for myself, but I've met guys that say the same thing, that whether a female or dancer just come sit down and just chill for a while, as opposed to just asking for, do you want to dance, and all that kind of stuff like that. So it's a trip. But I'm about to roll into part two. You know what I'm saying? I got much more that I want to cover. So y'all hang on tight, and part two will be coming up. So this is the man also known as Jay. Y'all hang tight. Part two is coming up. Okay, take care. Later.